Hello miners, Rusty coming at you. Today we're going to do just a quick overview on the Civivi Sokoke. And we're just doing a quick one because there's lots of videos out there on this one. And I want to do more in depth on this blade, on this knife later. But for now, we're going to make it a quick one. So this knife is really being hyped at the moment. It's a Ray Lacano co-design. I got the one in G10. It comes in two different versions of micarta as well. A brown micarta, kind of like a linen, and then a green, olive green burlap. But the G10 looks great. It's a little bit smooth for my liking, but you know what's G10's one of those, when you press down, you have pretty good purchase. So we're going to come back to this blade. I think that's the star, part of the star of this show, as well as the ergos. I don't particularly care for the lockup on my model. Excuse me, the lockup's fine, the access. You might have saw me struggle. And it's not quite drop shutty yet, and I have been playing with it for several days. Does have pretty good thumb stud deployment, pretty good for the front flipper. In fact, I will say one of the best front flipping actions that I've had. This is the first knife I've been able to do this way. And I gotta warn you, let's see. Yeah, I got myself earlier by trying it that way. So, and then you can do the finger flick. You can fail it, just so you know. And I'm not sure if that's mine or if that applies to everybody else's. It is a little heavier than I expected. It has this nice, pretty, you know, about a 3/4 length, maybe half length back spacer, a nice solid stop pin, and it's pretty interesting how that makes contact. Jimping on the top, which is just proud, which means it's not real grippy. We'll do some comparisons on that. Nice sharpening choil, 14C 28N blade steel. And you can see the shape of this. We've got a full flat grind with, I'm going to call it kind of a spear point. So people call this a drop point or a spear point. But let's talk about that. What I like, and maybe you'll be able to see it from this, is, man, my camera, this belly right through here. And it makes this blade look a little funky. And when you go down there, you can maybe see, maybe you guys can see what I'm talking about. It actually comes down and then zips up. And I'm going to show you a different drop point blade here today, which doesn't quite do that. So that's a good thing, in my opinion. You guys know I like that Devo Growler for that reason. My Kaiser Towser K. Those are some knives, also with some belly. The Kaiser Mini Pelican. So great blades and nice blade stock, 14C28N. I am also a fan of the finish on this. I'm not sure. I think it could be kind of a microblast. They did a fantastic job sharpening it. And we're going to actually bring out the old peanuts again. And for those of you who don't know, that's a pass. So, what are you going to compare this one to, Rusty? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, in this one, I have a couple knives I want to show you. Both these knives came out before the What am I looking at here? Sokoke. And that's the 6-leaf SL11. And you're like, holy crap, how can you compare Civivi to 6-leaf? Well, I'm doing it. This one's in D2. Take a look, man alive, at the blade there. We got that top swedge comes down. I promise you, very similar. Blade styles, full flat grind. Till you hit that blade, check out the blade finish. Now, the pocket clips are actually kind of similar. They're different but similar, and I do want to talk about that. Yay, Civivi, for making a pocket clip for this knife, not sticking on the same pocket clip on every knife. This pocket clip works well. It's a bit long. It matches the blade finish well, but they are pretty similar in a lot of ways. Not quite the same, but let's take a peek at those blades, shall we? So, always tried. Let's see how I saw somebody do that. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna, well, let's turn them this way maybe. So we're taking a peek at that. You can see the Sokoke is a little bit bigger, you know, longer and all that good stuff. And it's thinner. It's not really much thinner right through here, but it gets thinner, more tapery. It tapers. And this one stays kind of thick. Well, it does have, I think it's relatively thin through here. And just for fun, okay. All right, that came sharp. Access to the lock bar, very nice. Oh, actually, guys, the action on this. Now, on both these knives, with the SL11 being the worst one, let's go ahead and show that off if I can. Whew. Action on this is, all right. Let's see now. I never tried it before. All right, can do, can do. What were we gonna say? Oh yeah, when you fire this, if you leave your thumb there, excuse me, your finger, okay, I haven't been pinched yet, but I do prefer the Sokoke because I have felt this, I have felt it brush by, okay, and I wonder if Ray did that at a little bit of a on purpose. So when you fire that, kind of, you know, brushes by. Let's go ahead and bring those two out, pivot to pivot. And believe it or not, with the just this plain old shape, the ergos aren't too bad on that. You used to be able to get that for $35. I'm not sure what you can get it for now. I do want to mention Tang Li sells those, and I'm going to put his contact information in the description for you guys if you're interested. He'd like to, anybody wants to reach out to Tang Li, he's available. He's going to have contact information. Okay, before we go on with that, yeah, very nice. Very nice. Okay, next, we'll get that out of the way. Another knife I just recently picked up. Well, I've got 4 of these, and you're going to see this knife again if you watch my channel, is the Asher Spiro. And these two are very comparable. I'm not going to do the comparison video for them today. I'm going to do a review on that knife first, and then I'll bring them out. But because they are, you know, this is a front flipper, but just in terms of size, blade thickness, G10, I kind of wanted to show you what you get for the money. $62, and these were running in at about 87. And we got S35 VN blade steel and 14C 28, but they're very much I think, competitors for you guys if you wanted to. You can't decide between, if you want a new knife and you like it in this category, they're going to perform about the same, and you can decide for yourself if you should spend, gee whiz, about $25 extra. So, well, we're going to shut that down. I thank you guys for watching.